Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, fashion dolls. Welcome to a Style by Stevie Primetime exclusive with my very special guest. You know him as CheChe from T.S. Madison's The Queen Supreme Court and also T.S. Madison's Maddie in the Morning and Maddie After Dark. We are going to be discussing so much this afternoon. We're going to have so much fun. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this interview. It is my pleasure, and I'm so honored to be interviewing CheChe. Like, he's such a sweetheart, and you guys know that I'm a major T.S. Madison fan, and of course I'm a fan of CheChe as well too, and Craig. So shout outs to all of you guys. Like, you guys are just amazing at what you do, and more importantly, you guys have helped getting me through some of my most darkest days. So I just want to say thank you guys so much collectively for that. So I'm waiting on my special guest to get here, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope everyone is doing excellent. The AC is still out in my house, but don't worry, we're gonna get it fixed. The guys already got the blower, so we just have to get a new blower for the AC. But for the meantime, between time, I'm not sweating, so but let me go ahead and wait for my special guest to get here. I'm super duper excited. Super duper excited. And I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. Ask any questions you want to ask CheChe. We're going to be getting to know him a little bit more. Like, we know Maddie, and we know Craig, and we know Oliver, and we know everybody, but CheChe. We're going to get to know CheChe a little bit more about him. My special guest is here, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to add him in. Good afternoon, my love. How are you doing?
Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. It is a pleasure and an honor to meet you.
Same
I
to
am
you.
such a fan of you. We get to know a little bit more about you. You guys know, hey, King Royalty. I know who that is. Make sure you guys go and follow CheChe and subscribe to his channel. Now, I have been such a fan of the Queen Supreme Court and T.S. Madison's Maddie in the Morning. When I tell y'all, y'all have gotten me through some of my most darkest days. Like, there are days when I just cut on the news and I see so many things going on with this election and everything. You guys give me a laugh, and I thank y'all so much for that. So what made you get into media? What made you get into starting your own YouTube channel and blogging and so many other
Be,
things?
before, well, I had a YouTube channel like in 2007, and I was living in Miami, and I used to be on YouTube all the time, and I had created a YouTube channel, and I never really. One day, it was me, my best friend. We ended up going to a club in Miami, and I just ended up doing the video at the hotel, and then from then I started being on YouTube. But I haven't really went hard on YouTube since like the beginning of this year. This year is where I really sat down and I really just focused my time on my YouTube channel and just took all my energy, everything that I was challenging around the world, and just focus it and just put it on my YouTube channel.
So how did Key with CheChe become? Because that is so cute. The name, it rhymes and everything. How did that come to be?
A key with Chi came because, like I tell people, I'm always in the back of the Queen Supreme Court laughing. So I just took the key with me, just laughing in the back. So I took the key and put my name into it. I was like, so since people know that I'm known for always laughing, they always want to hear me laugh. I just took that, incorporated with what I had going on, and I created the key. I created a key with Chi. It's for the people who really didn't have a voice when they was a child, because when I was younger, I was molested. So I just took that
Oh,
and made it where people, what I'm saying, who went through the same thing that I went through as a child, or who went through the same things I went through as when I was younger. I just took it and just made it for right now. So as we got older, we could talk about certain things that we probably couldn't talk about when we was kids, or certain things that we probably don't want to talk about. I made it an avenue where people could come on, share their story, and we find a little sense of humor about the childhood trauma that they went through as a child.
Hey, now it's the time. Land back, comrade. I love what you do with your channel, and you try to make it fun. And more importantly, I love what you and T.S. Madison y'all speak about y'all experiences, especially for
Mhm.
us in the LGBTQ community with us being attacked. I remember it was one episode of Maddie in the Morning where we seen the guy cutting up the car in the back seat and everything. And you and Madison were telling us about an experience you guys had at Walmart. Like, this is going on, and I can relate to your story because this has
Yeah.
happened to me and a couple of my friends that are also in the LGBTQ community as well too.
Hmm.
So, what advice would you give, especially with us just celebrating National Coming Out Month and so many things? What advice would you give to people who are
My advice,
struggling to find their true identity?
I tell people, baby, listen, you have to live in your truth. You have to accept that you're different. You have to know that you're different. And by you knowing that you're different, no, never let nobody make you feel some type of way about you being different. All my life, when I was maybe like from three to grown, I knew that I was different. So all my life, people always made fun of me because I was femme, and people always made fun of me because I was gay. So I just took their avenue and gave me tough skin and just went on about my life. And what I want to tell people, never let no one make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You have to live in your truth. And if you living in your truth, bitch, live in your truth. You can't live your life for everybody else. And see, my thing is I live my life for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about how people feel about me. I really don't give a fuck what a bitch say about me. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when I die or when I leave this earth, I'm gonna leave this earth with me. I'm not gonna leave this earth with everybody else. And see, most people in the community or in this lifestyle tends to worry about how this person feel about how that person feel. Fuck them people and do what you got to do for you.
And that's the best advice. And especially with our trans sisters out here being attacked, I see what you and Maddie go through, and I can only imagine me being down here in South Carolina. It's worse. It's a whole lot worse. So I
Hmm.
would not recommend nobody move down here to the South because it's rooted in bigotry and hatred and homophobia and transphobia and so many things. And that's why I'm looking to expand my horizons. But
Hmm.
luckily for me, I haven't really had any run-ins like that. Every now and again, I'll have a run-in with some ignorance, but you guys get it the worst up there in Florida. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah. Because see, Florida is one of those. I mean, well, not even Miami. Period. Miami is one of those states that's just real black and ghetto, and majority of the time, like I said, some women started, and by some women started, and they know that we're gay, and the men that come over there try to be in defense for the woman, and I'm like, hey, like it's all taken out of place because she said what she said, and I'm going to defend myself. Woman, a motherfucking trans man, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Respect is due to a dead dollar, and I just feel like by me being gay, and most people just take gay and just mean that you're soft. You know what I'm saying? That's not always the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I'm from the streets. Bitch, I'm from the hood. So, bitch, I know how to defend myself. Yeah, I don't really go back and forth, no more when I like how I did when I was younger. But bitch, you gonna respect me, and that's just the bottom line. Bitch, you gonna respect me. Bitch, if the real niggas who I hung around in school, and I done made a name for myself in these streets, and the real niggas, then the niggas who I went to school, they respect me as such. Bitch, you gonna respect me as such too. Respect is due.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so, especially for us in the LGBTQ community. Please do not let these lashes and this pretty face fool you. We will scratch you up if we need to and do
Right.
more than just what you're bargaining for. So we had to put that out there. But you got some fans. When I announced that you were coming on my platform, I'm going to shout them out one by one. Now's the time. So many of you guys watch T.S. Madison's The Queen Supreme Court. Like, this show, this platform, she is a legend. And I did an interview just recently with Chris June, and I mention Maddie all the time because she's been in the game for a long time. And that's why I look up to her as like a mentor. What was
Mhm.
it like for you meeting her the first time? And, you guys having this friendship because you guys are
Me
like a
meeting well
family.
when I met TS the first time, I met her through a mutual friend, and when I met her, she came through. She got out the car, and I just waved at her, and she was with another trans girl. I knew the other trans girl T, but I didn't know TST because TS didn't look like she always looked like a woman, but the other trans girl was clocky. So when I looked at the woman, I was like, and then my friend was like, she trans too. I said, she's trans. I was like, bitch, I would have never, ever, ever. So Later on down the line, we exchanged numbers in December of '06. I was talking to her in December of '06. 2002, I mean 2010, I actually physically moved here in October of 2010. Me and her always been in communication. When I lived in Miami and she was doing porn. I used to come up here and assist her with the porn, like recording the videos, talking to the boys, just always hands on. I always helped her no matter what she did. It was her and then it was always me. So you always see me, and like I said then, I wasn't really I wasn't really in the camera really like that. But she used to tell me, daughter, go on ahead and start doing your own thing. Go on ahead and start doing your own thing. Start doing your own thing. But I never really did my own thing. But when my grandma passed in 2018, I just said fuck it and I just went hard. So I've been going hard since 2019. Well, 2020 of this year, I just really went hard. And we all the way in October, and I started my channel January, and bitch, we all the way in October. So I've been really doing good. I've been really trying to stay consistent, stay really consistent. And like I tell people all the time, sometimes you don't have the spirit to always want to be visible. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have the spirit to always want to be visible. But I switched it. Like I want to be visible. I'm trying to venture out, from always being under TS to do my own thing. So that's why I created my own little fan base, my own little way of me to get money. You know what I'm saying? She taught me a lot, and so I really, I look up to her as a mentor, and I don't really try to follow exactly everything she do, but I just try to keep my eyes and watch how she move when it comes to business wise, or when it comes to getting money, or when it comes to people who don't like you, or when it just comes to different things in life. I just try to always look at her how she did it and just try to learn from the same mistakes that she made, and I don't make the same mistakes. So
And you do. I love your platform. Like, I'm already subscribed to your channel. I seen your first video. I said, "Oh, what can I do to help?" And I subscribed to your channel. And people were
hmm
like, people always associate, they talking to you because you're talking to me. Listen, it's not like that with me. I love y'all both. Y'all are like a family. You, Oliver, Craig, T.S.
hmm
Madison, Shakana, all of y'all are like a family. And
yeah,
that's what I love about y'all's platform, the Queen Supreme Court, T.S. Madison. And I love the fact that you and Oliver went out and branched out and do your own thing. Like we see Oliver on Chasing Atlanta
yeah. And see,
and on his.
I wanted to be a part of Church Atlanta, but I don't think I was ready for that. It's like a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't feel like I was ready for it in the beginning. And like I said, now that I took time to myself and I found out what I really want to do, I'm ready for whatever. So, like me, I don't really mind. I really don't care. Like I can help anybody. Like when you actually interview me, I said sure. Nobody really ever actually interviewed me. You feel what I'm saying? So when you said you want to go ahead and do, I said, you know what, fuck it, let me go ahead and do it. So, I love Oliver. I love Craig, and like I said, we all are a part of T.S. Madison, but we all venture out and did our own thing, and we all get a chance to share each other's platform, and we all get a chance to be in each other's lives and help each other. I feel like when you have a family, you know what I'm saying, you help your family. Everybody comes up together. Everybody helps build up one another. So I'm always trying to, think of new ideas, run them over with Craig or Oliver, you know what I'm saying? And just we always talk. And like what people don't understand, we know what goes on with each other. Like so if you feel some type, like if somebody writing some bad shit about me to Craig, Craig will show me, and it's just vice versa. Like that's how we is. So like we all like really close knit together. So
And I forgot somebody, David. We can't forget about
oh no,
David
we
too.
can't forget
David
about
is
my
doing his
dad. We can't
thing.
forget about David. We can't forget about David.
Oh my God! Now, how did Topic Tuesdays come into play? Because I love the fact that you guys talk about some topics like relationships. Y'all, Savon, shout outs to Savon as well
Yeah, shout
too.
out to
You
Savon. That's my good auntie. Um T.S. Madison really told me, because she said, this is what she told me. When I first did my YouTube channel, I didn't want my YouTube channel like everybody else's YouTube channel. Talking about shit, doing the norm. But she told me, she said, daughter, everybody is doing the same thing. So she was like, I think that you should go ahead and do it, and you just put your own niche to it. So at first, I was not going to do it at all. And then I was talking with Savon. And I said, Savon, well, how about we just do Topic Tuesdays? Because a couple years ago, I had days of the week. My days of the week was Monday Madness. Tuesday was Turn Up Tuesdays, Wasted Wednesday, Turn Down for What Thursdays, Let's Get Fucked Up Fridays. We'll rest on Saturday, and then we'll rest on Sunday. So I already had my own days of the week like years ago. And I just said, you know what, fuck it. We always doing shit on Tuesday. And Tuesday is what I normally used to give y'all fresh content when I first started my YouTube channel. I used to dedicate Tuesday to giving my YouTubers fresh content on Tuesday. I said, fuck it. I just did Topic Tuesday. So every Tuesday is Topic Tuesday. I wait. Whatever goes on the following week, I'll have it ready for Tuesday. So me and Savon get the chance to do that. I'm just trying to give people different avenues of me and let people see more of me instead of always being like surrounded around TS. Yeah, y'all gonna always see me around TS because I live with her and but I'm just trying to show y'all that I can do shit on my own, that I'm just venturing around and always trying to do my own thing. And I don't want y'all to feel like I'm always up her ass or whatever the situation may be. That's not that's not the case or whatever. So I try to at least do my own thing, you know what I'm saying, myself.
And you call her mom. In a way, she is like a mom to everybody. She reminds you of an aunt. Like, to me, she's like my aunt. And I have aunts that are very supportive with, the lifestyle that I chose. But in a way, she makes people feel like she's very welcoming. Like, she has this personality where it's just like, if you get along with her, she said this in one of her shows. She said, if you fuck with me the long way, I'll fuck with you the long way. Pardon my French. But that's the type of person that she is, and I would love to meet her one day. I've never met her, and I feel like the energy that you guys have on set when you're taping Maddie in the morning, or when you and Craig and Maddie and all of y'all are teamed up together and y'all are discussing the topics, the videos, or whatever it is, y'all are having so much fun. What is the energy like on set with you guys? Because y'all look like y'all have
the energy is on set. Well, we get our energy from TS, to be honest and truthful. So if her energy is off, it's gonna fuck up everything that's around her and everything that has something to do with her. So as long as her energy is A-okay, which majority of the time that's my job, to always make sure that she's in good energy, because people like to always ask what's my job title. I really don't have a job title, but my job title is always making sure that my bitch is always good. That's what I'm here for. I always make sure my bitch is good. If we out of town, I make sure my bitch ate. I make sure my bitch take a bath. I make sure my bitch know that, hey, this is what's going on with the team. And she say, hey, I want you to tell the team this. So I'm like the right-hand man. TS, then me, and then everybody else after that. But I'm the closest person that's to her. So I get more of everything. Like, I hear what she's going through or what is going about. So I'm always making sure that she's good. No matter what it is, I'm there. So she'll scream my name 150 billion times because that's what I'm there for.
And again, it's family. This is what it's like in the LGBTQ community. We stick together. And let me get to some of the comments real quick, because I know y'all have some comments for CheChe as well, too, and some questions. You got to use your own 2 feet. We see you, yes. And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like T.S. Madison, she built her empire, and she's so inspiring to so many people. Love y'all's energy. Thank you, Pleasure CheChe. Miss Melody XOXO, I love you, sis. Business over pleasure. Yes, so, I see you guys' comments. Go ahead.
So how does it feel to be in the fashion world? Because I want to tap into the fashion world myself.
Yes, I was just about to get to that question. I love what I do. I love changing up my looks. Like, everybody's like, you're always looking different. You always listen. Fashion changes constantly. Like, we don't know. Sometimes history repeats itself. And I'm going to link you up with some designers. Like, there's one in particular. He's an LGBT designer, and he's in Harlem, New York. His name is Jerry Reed. Y'all go and check him out. He's in my BCC group, and I'm pretty sure you've already met King Kane. I'm going to get to that interview in a minute because I loved it. Y'all had so much fun. But I love what I do. I love fashion because just imagery, with everything that's going on, you can use your talent itself. Like, Maddie uses her platform. Me, I do it completely. And I say, people have made comparisons. And I'm just like, no. she's in her own lane. I'm in my own lane. I use fashion and I speak about the issues, and so does she. She speaks about the issues too. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trans. I'm non-binary, so I can't give the experience of a trans woman better than a trans woman herself. So I love Madison, and I idolize this woman. Like, she is such an idol to so many people, and just a beautiful soul. Y'all have so much fun. Y'all all have beautiful souls, and that's why I clicked instantly with y'all's channel.
Mm-hmm.
The former guest co-host will never get into. She's so transphobic and disgusting, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. But
I
y'all
mean,
have
but
so much
we're
fun.
not gonna speak on that. But let me tell you about certain
Yes.
people. People show you who the fuck they are, and I always believe when a bitch show you who the fuck they is. You never don't believe when the bitch show you who the fuck they is. Now, don't get me wrong. When she was over here, I loved it, baby girl. I'm giving y'all some truth. I loved it her, but I just watched the way. You know what I'm saying? And I watched, and I'm me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm always fucking observing, and I'm always watching, and I don't never really get close to bitches because bitches be having motherfucking hitting agendas. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that shit, it was just, it was crazy. It was so fucking crazy. It was crazy as fuck. And just to see how it went down, and just to see the people, you know, wanting my bitch to fall. My bitch ain't gonna never fall, bitch, because I ain't gonna never let her fall. And I'm always be there to tell her, bitch, get your shit together, step your shit up, fuck these pussy ass folks, and you keep moving. You don't need man bitch to do nothing for you, bitch. You already did everything by your motherfucking self. So you don't need the bitch to do shit for T.S. Madison because bitch, you had already done enough.
Period. And I agree with that 100%. I felt like she was there for the clout, and I kind of said it from the beginning. Like I said, oh boy, this is gonna go left. But I'm not gonna dig too deep into this. But all I got to say is she's transphobic, she's trash, and more importantly, we have nothing for her. We have nothing for her. I have
Nope, not at
nothing for
all.
nobody who is transphobic or who's racist. And you know me. You can ask one of my colleagues in the comments. Now's the time. He works in radio. I work in radio as well too. And I've known him for 3 years. And the thing about he can tell you about me is that when it comes to issues that involve the LGBTQ community, I'm always at the front and center speaking out on it. Like I and my girl Babs, I see you. Shop in Cosmetics. Y'all go and check it out. She is so dope. That's another one of my besties. Who we talking about, y'all?
No, bitch, they ain't got no bitch. She ain't got no power here. We don't get hoes. You don't get fucking dirty ass hoes no fucking power. Or bum ass bitch. You don't get no power here. Bum ass hoe.
Let me stop before we wind up on the shade room. Um, but yeah, transphobia, that's something I just don't tolerate on my platform. So I'm always gonna ride for Maddie. I'm gonna ride for any trans woman out here or anybody that's in the LGBTQ community, especially for me being black first and a part of the LGBTQ community. So she's just transphobic, she's trash, and there's only
And I
one
want
way
to
to
say this
handle
to my
trash.
trans people because I do love trans women. I don't want to have any sex with trans women, but I do look up to trans women as like ally for the community. So I'm all for trans women. I'm all anything for trans. If it's trans men or a trans woman, I'm all for everything. Because I know you have some butch queens or some gays that really don't live for the trans girl or the trans whatever. Bitch,
Yes.
I'm all trans. Bitch, my mama is a trans person. One of the biggest bitches in the trans world, bitch, is my mama. So I don't really not the trans girl. I had a experience with the trans girl. I don't really get into the trans. I don't really hate the trans girls, but I'm not attracted to trans girls because most trans girls like me, and I talk to the trans girl. My first experience I did with a trans girl, we didn't really get nowhere, but she's still like a good girlfriend of mine, and we always laugh and we always keep. So I just want to put that out there because I know that we have some gays that really don't like the trans women, and that's not one of them. So if I was ever
Yeah.
to be in the space to see a trans woman, if I knew it was a trans woman being attacked, I would jump in defense for the trans woman. That's just me. And if I was there in the street just to see a gay boy or anybody in the LGBT community being attacked or being taunted, I would jump into defense of them because that's what type of person I am. That's just me.
And the same here, like in this community, the LGBTQ community, we got to stick together because we're seeing what's going on. We've seen what happened with Iana Dior, and you spoke out about that, but I'm not going to dig too deep. I want to keep it fun and keep it
Hmm.
light for the audience. Now we're going to talk about your interview you just recently did with one of my good lovies, King Kane. What was it like meeting him for the first time? Because I'm pretty sure you guys have ran across each other. His
Me
energy
and
is just
King,
everything.
me and King Kane. I met King Kane on the shit that we do for love, right? And I went there not knowing that some of the people on the shit that we do for love knew me. Kane knew who I was. Fucking Travis knew who I was. Some of the other people that was on the shit that we do for love knew who I was. So it's just me walking in the door, and just the people already knew who I was. And me and King Kane, when I met King Kane, he already lived for me already. So when we got there, he was like, I said, King Kane, bitch, me and you gonna work together. I said, bitch, I got you in September. I end up booking the whole September. So when Travis had his birthday party, I seen him at Travis' birthday party. He was like, "Well, girl, how you gonna say you gonna got me for September, bitch? And we at the end of September." I said, "King Kane, don't worry. I got you the first week of November." I did my interview with King Kane the first week of November, and everything else was history. I love King Kane, and I love gay people who's not always catty. I love gay people who's always willing. Like I love people who just welcome you with open arms. And most people don't do that. Most people is always like a jealous spirit, is always like an iffy spirit. But King Kane was he bitch loved on me, and I loved on him, and I love King Kane. I will always love King Kane. I love the people who already know who I am and see it, who already know me and see where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I love people like that. So I really didn't have to really do too much with King Kane. Me and King Kane, I gave him a little small, like before we went live, I told him what we gonna talk about, and bitch, that was it.
And the interview you guys just recently did, it looked like so much fun. Like y'all's energy was times 10. Like I could feel it through the screen. I was in the comments typing away. I was like, yes, I'm here for this because you guys were both on the same page. And he's the type of person, he's easy to get along with, but
Mm-hmm.
you're the same way as well too. And I'm kind of like that as well too. Like I'm nice to an extent, just don't
Mm-hmm.
push that button. And it's just
Right.
like it only takes one time for somebody to say something offensive to me, and that's it. I'm a Scorpio. You said you're a Cancer. I'm a Scorpio. So everybody knows how Scorpios, how we get down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine to an extent. I'm calm to an extent, but just don't push that button.
Bitch,
So
I
what
ain't
is
no
it
killer, but bitch don't push me.
exactly? So for you, you said you were bullied a lot and everything, and it was the same thing for me, and I'm pretty sure.
Not necessarily just bullying. It was more so family, like more so family picked on me because I was gay. And then like when I went to school, when I went to elementary school and high school, like bitch, you only gonna say two things, and then I'm gonna kick your ass, and then everybody gonna respect me. They don't give a fuck because whatever they know, but you're not gonna disrespect me. And bitch, like I said, respect is due to a dead dog. So bitch, I was always bitches always respect me because I kicked one bitch ass, I kicked one straight trade ass, and then the rest of the trades didn't fuck with me because they already know. Because I've never been that type. I don't fuck with you. I'm not out there messing with people. I'm not out there picking at you. So you're not gonna sit there and pick at me if I'm not picking with you.
And this is such a great conversation because there are straight cishet black men out here who love to antagonize us and that are in the LGBTQ community. Y'all go around here, you're thinking we're trying to make passes at you and stuff, and that's not true. That's not the case. We could just be going to pick up a sandwich or going to pay our phone bill or anything, and y'all come out here and y'all start attacking, y'all start name calling. Oh, well, what's up with this F bomb over here? Y'all call us the F bomb, or pussy ass, all types of things like that. Pardon my French. But you don't go out here and just start picking fights with people who are protect trans women. And I said I didn't want to dig too deep into that, but we do need to protect our trans sisters. We've seen everything that happened with Meg the Stallion, and I did a video earlier about that. Like I was very upset. I was burning on the inside because I'm just like, a black woman or a trans woman that is black speaks out and saying that they're being attacked. And you've got people out here, well, and Maddie kind of covered this too on her show. She said, well, what they did when a trans woman is being murdered, they go with this. Well, what did they did? Well, did he know? Like as if an excuse for a trans woman to lose her life, to be killed. So that's what we're seeing. That's what we're up against. But yeah, I was very upset about that earlier. Like I was burning on the inside. Like I was very upset. Stand up with all queer people. Yes, I don't want to dig too deep because it's about CheChe. I want to keep it fun. But let me switch gears before I start to get emotional and everything. Tell us about Litanya.
Okay, so Litanya is a bitch that's by her money, and you only see Litanya when y'all cash out for Litanya. If y'all don't cash out Litanya, you don't see Litanya on Saturday nights. Period. And Litanya is just like me. I love to make people laugh, so I always try to find new avenues, or always trying to find different personalities or different people to tap in to make people laugh. I'm just here to make people laugh. I want to let people hear my voice, but I'm really here to just make people laugh, and that's what I just want to do. Like, I just want to make people laugh. I want to help the gays. I want to help the younger gays, and I'm here to just make people laugh. Like, that's what I want to do. Just make people laugh.
And y'all do. Y'all give us life. Like for me, when I wake up, it's always something dark on the phone. And then when I see the notification for Maddie in the morning, and I see you and Madison, y'all are teamed up together, and then Craig, and then Mo, and everybody there, and all of it, y'all bring me so much life. Like y'all bring me joy, and it's good to turn on something to kind of lighten the mood with all of this dark stuff going on. Election season is it's getting down to the wire. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. So my advice to you guys is go out there and register to vote. Please go
Please vote,
vote. Our
y'all. Vote,
democracy is
vote,
at
vote, vote,
stake.
vote, vote. Please vote.
So that's why I wanted to do the interview with you, because I wanted to do something light. I didn't want to dig too deep. Okay, we got a comment. It's crazy how AG lesbians or butch women are accepted so quick into urban neighborhoods versus someone who is femme representing. The hate on femininity is deep. Yes, and CheChe and Cedric, King Kane talked about this when they did their interview. Uh, it's devastating how people it's definitely a double standard. It's a double standard. I don't want to go too deep into it, but it's definitely a double standard.
It's definitely a double standard. I just think that nobody really wants to be femme in this sad. Nobody wants to be femme because society makes it seem that femme means that you're soft. Femme means that you're gay. Femme meaning that you don't have. That don't mean shit, bitch. That don't mean nothing. I could be femme and I still could do more masculine things that you could do. I could be femme and I could be femme and I still could fuck hoes. I could be. They just femme means femme in the gay world is just like hate in the gay world. Nobody wants to be femme. Everybody wants to be so macho. Everybody wants to be so masculine. Nobody wants to be femme. Nobody wants to be femme. And on my platform, I tell people, bitch, it's okay to be what the fuck you want to be. Bitch, it's okay. I tell people it's okay. I'm fine with being. I did a video this morning, a whole hour, and one of my followers got in there, and I live for my follower. His name is I got Soup Coolers, and me and him got the same birthday. So he got in the live this morning, telling some, oh, but girl, you too femme to fuck me. I said, see, this is the problem that we have right here, bitch. I get all the ass. And I tell people, and I said this earlier, most people like to get my femininity. Don't ever get my femininity wrong, bitch. My dick still works. Which I will still drop this dick on you. Don't ever. I got the boys because I was feminine. That's how I got all my boys. I got all the boys because I was femme. I didn't try to portray something that I wasn't. That's how I got all the boys. And my thing is, we always have gays that try to knock the other girls down because they're a little more femme or they're a little more bitch. Listen, some of the girls that you probably let top were they femme. Just because them hoes put on the deep voice, or just because them hoes gave you an illusion, girl, she's still a femme girl. Just because I live in
undercover,
my truth,
yep.
And just because I live in my truth, don't knock me because I'm living in my truth. Not the girl who over there not living in her truth. Just because she say bruh and she's got her voice deep, you can't do that. You can't do that. So I tell people to always be confident, always stand 10 toes down in what you believe in, and never let nobody make you feel the way you feel about yourself.
And to add on to that, my love, as well, is that we got a lot of people that are, it's a lot of straight men out here that are closeted. That's why they go and they attack us. And they, well, what you doing? The F bomb and all types of things out here. They're attacking us because they see us living our truth, that they can't be out here and live their truth and walk freely and wear what they want to wear, do what they want to do. They're repressed and they're closeted. And they would rather not reveal it because of how, especially for us in the black community growing up in the South, with this stigma of, oh, well, what my thing, well, what my friends and what my family is going to think about me. It's image. It's about image for black men. For black cishet men, it's about image. And they're afraid of what people are going to think about them. So it's difficult for them to come out. I've dealt with trade guys in the past. I'm going to admit it here. Yes, I've had my experience, but I will never do that again. And the reason why is because it's dangerous, especially for someone who's identifies as trans, a woman who is trans, because you've got some women, Maddie spoke about that as well too. She said, you've got girls out here trying to set girls up to get killed. And we see about this, is it happens.
That's why I tell people, but you got to live you. And don't never feel bad about doing you and living you. Fuck everybody else around you. And sometimes they have to be fuck family. Sometimes they have to be fuck friends. Sometimes they have to be fuck your mom. Sometimes they just have to be fuck everybody. You have to just focus on what you got going on. And I'm just being real. Because I already done been there. But see, he said he's this great man who grew up being confident. But see, listen, let me explain something to you, baby. You know what it is. Your family and the people in your household told you it's okay. And I love people like you to embrace that you do have gay friends. No, you know. And my thing with some of us gays need to stop trying to make sure that everybody ain't gay.
Trust me, I've been guilty of it.
Everybody ain't gay. Sometimes that boy don't want his dick sucked by you because you a punk. He don't want that. He like women. He want to get his dick sucked by a girl. And I just feel like some gays, not me, but majority of the gays like to push themselves off on other people. If you know that man's straight, girl, let that man be straight. That's just me.
It's a way, Miss Stevie, keep it real. Is it a way to find love from a straight man you may be interested in? Listen, I get DMs from men. That don't mean I make attempts at them to, look, everybody and their mom's gay and we not pushing. Yes, you can't force, listen, and that's the first thing some straight cishet black men, they just like, well, keep that gay stuff over there. If you do what you do, just don't bring it up. Listen, we're not thinking about you. We're not thinking about you. And if you have anything we want, we probably can find it better in another direction. So I hate when cishet black men do that. Like, you are what you are, but just keep it over there. That's the first thing they do. So I'm not interested in those straight men, to be honest. That it's dangerous. It's too dangerous.
I don't want no straight men. I want my man to be gay, bitch. Okay, you like diggling, you like booty. Fine, I'm fine with it. I don't need you to be. Bitch, I don't need you to be in your head like, oh my God, so today you want to eat coochie, and then, bitch, I don't need you confused, bitch. I need you to know this is what you got, because I ain't got no coochie.
Stop. Wait a minute. I tell my straight guy friends that because someone is gay don't mean they want you, boo. Right. Stop thinking that every gay person.
I tell everybody, nigga, bitch. That girl don't even want to be fucked up with you. She only fucking with you because you got a couple dollars. That's it. But bitch, you ain't even that cute. And see, most straight men think that all gay men want them. Bitch, no man. This girl don't even like you. She only fucking you because you only getting money. That's it. And if you ain't got no money, guess what? She don't want to fuck with you because I'm telling her, girl, he ain't got no money, bro. You need to let him go. I'm one of them gay friends, bro. He ain't got no money. Bro, he can't feed us. If he can't feed me and you, ho, let him go. Because I'm that punk friend. He gonna feed us this week. Because how I done fed you all this week. Can he feed us? Can one of your niggas feed us this week? Because bitch, my niggas have fed us this week.
Wait, well, straight people carry actually transmitted disease is for not being, yes, for not being honest about who they are, not walking in their truth, which is what CheChe was saying. Would you be willing to give them a free night to get some if he desires?
See, my man, I don't want my man dealing with no girl. Cause see, I ain't, bitch. That's too much. You fucking this hoe, then you uh. If you want to fuck that hoe, go fuck that hoe and leave me alone.
Because you're trying to have, it goes back to the old adage, it goes something like this. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too, and it doesn't work that way. It's like either you want this or
I
you
want my
want
man
this.
to be honest and truth. I want my man to be a gay black man that's openly gay. That's not but I don't want the but I don't. That's just it's too to me. I'm from the old school. Like that shit is just that's just too much. If you're gay, straight, or bisexual.
I kind of agree, Euphoria. Them straight men never get checked. But listen, when it comes to us in the LGBTQ community, we know how to protect ourselves and we get tested. When
I
it
just
comes
think
to
that we
some,
should protect ourselves anyway. Like, as a, not even just LGBT, as human beings in this world.
yes,
Period. I think that we should all should protect ourselves. Yes, sometimes we do get caught up in interaction where we do have a slip up, but bitch, I think that bitch, to wrap that dick up or strap your pussy up. If that nigga want to fuck that pussy, bro, baby, I need to put the rubber on because I don't know where you been in.
exactly, because HIV/AIDS is the #1 killer of African American
The
women. Not only
HIV or
that, but
AIDS ain't got no name or
diabetes.
no number.
Exactly.
Hey! Y'all loud and shit.
Like, what in the world, girl?
So
Yes, we got
black.
to make
Y'all so
sure
black and
that we're
ghetto. Oh my
protecting
God.
ourselves, and not
I
not
do love y'all
only
because y'all black and ghetto like me.
not
but
only that, but we got to make sure that we're protecting ourselves from not only this disease, but what's floating around in the air, COVID. I know
and
this
not
because I work
listen,
in the
it's not
city
even
of
only
care.
COVID, Stevie. Bitch, it's certain diseases that bitch you can't get rid of herpes, bitch. So I mean, HIV and AIDS, you can take a pill and that suppresses, to this low, so you won't be able to transmit it back and forth. But it's shit that grows, shit that you just can't get rid of, bitch. It's just other shit like that. So it's not even about AIDS or HIV. We passed AIDS or HIV. We got medicine, but we don't have medicine for the shit that's uncurable.
Wait a minute, we got a comment. It upsets me that in your community, you all have to explain your love preference, why you choose to love who you love, and however the straight community doesn't listen because it's the straight community. That's what's looked at as normal. And with us growing up in the South, me and CheChe and Madison, all of us growing up in the South, this is what's looked at as, oh well, it's a sin, it's an abomination. But this, and I talked about this earlier today. I'm gonna get a little bit into religion. I'm gonna get controversial. This new Supreme Court justice, this woman is not for LGBT people. She is not for she's not for abortion. She's not for none of this. She's trying to repeal same-sex marriage. And it's this type of women with this Catholic Christian mentality of, oh well, a man should be with a woman. Listen, these same ones that are out here prosecuting people for living in their truth are the ones that are sleeping with the whole congregation. Pastor Jamal Bryant, Pastor John Gray done got caught up in 3 cheating scandals. Do I need to go on or shall I digress?